What's up? Let's see if everything is working as it should. All right, so I actually now can see that I have the comments coming in. So what I want to try today is that I want to make sure that everything is working for Sunday, because on Sunday I'm going to be doing a live training where I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to go from idea to premiere night. So basically, we're going to bring out all the ideas that we have and create a show together. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be like an hour plus where I want to gather some ideas and make sure we break everything down and end up having an actual show. So that is the idea. But there is one thing that I want to be able to do now. And oh, there's my phone leaning into the voice. So I'm going to try to figure out how to actually bring in these comments. How would I do that? Do I just bring it or no? Okay, so the problem seems to be that I don't know how to do this. So do I do it here? Showing current scene. Yes. So I've never done this before. I've never done this where you actually have to, bring in the comments. If anyone knows how to do this, actually, please let me know. I'm currently using a MacBook and I'm using the software Ecam. So I'm trying to figure out how best to be able to bring in comments from the chat. So as far as I understand it, it should be just to press it and it should go into the live stream, but I can't see it here and I don't know why. So, I can actually see it on my screen, but I can't see it on this one. And why can't I do that? Oh, okay, now I know. Okay, I'm not as blonde as I look. So now I know how to do it. So this one goes up here, and then I can just move this around, it seems. But I want to have it here on the side. So this one I can move away. And we can take this test comment and put that here. I think that's good. Okay, good. And now I can press Elias and say, hi, Elias. Hi. I hope everything is good with you. And I just realized that I should have drank some water before I started this stream. So I figured that one out. And let's see if I can do this. Okay, can I change it? I should be able to change this. Let's see. There we go. Ah, there we go. I now know how to change the comments. I'm so happy. Okay, so that's basically everything that I wanted to try. So I want to be able to use my MacBook, and because what happened the other day was that I was doing a technical rehearsal for a show that I was doing on Friday. So I was doing this like a week ago, and I was doing the technical rehearsal, and while doing so on my iMac broke down, like in the technical rehearsal. So that was not stressful at all. So I mean, I still managed to do it. How do I remove this though? Do I just do that? Okay, I do. Yeah. So I had my computer sent in yesterday, and they didn't give me like a replacement computer. So I had a very old MacBook laying around, and this is from 2015, so it's really, really old, but it seems to be working. So what basically we're trying is to make sure that this computer is not going to break down. So if you are just joining us, what we are doing on Sunday is that we're going to be creating a show together. So I want to bring in, everyone who is interested in creating their own show, and we're going to talk about my post-it method that I always do whenever I do a show. It can be, for clients, it could be, for my own or a YouTube show or whatever it is that I'm doing. I always do the post-it method. So let's see here. Okay, I now figured out how to do this, and I'm so proud of myself. So we have David says hi, and I can actually press this, and we can see that David is indeed saying hi. And then, all right, which is the best deck for humid climates? That's a very good question. I went to Singapore, and I brought with me 2 different decks of cards. It was Raven playing cards from Carta Mundi with the what was that called again? The CM something that they ended up not doing anymore because the company that created the paper, they went out of business. That didn't work. And then I tried the Verts, and they are based in Singapore, so it should be able to do it. And that was a very cheap paper from USPCC. It didn't cut it, so that wasn't amazing. How am I? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm a little bit frustrated that my computer broke down because I've had it for, what is it now, like 9.5 months. It should be able to, do a Zoom show without it breaking down. So, it's fine. And also yesterday, it was snowing so much in Stockholm. Like, it was not just snowing, it was snowing like this. Not kidding you. So I was in my car, and I was gonna, back up my car. So before I had to, take away the snow, so I did that in the mirrors on the side. So I had to remove everything from the side window thing, like the mirror. And on the time it took wiping that off, getting into my car, and backing up, since it was snowing like this, it already filled up the space. So I had to take my glove and do it again. True story. That's what it's like living in Sweden during winter time. Okay, Uta is here. Hey Uta, long time no see. Is Ecam App free? No, it's not. This is a paid service, and I've been using this for a while actually. And what I really like with this is not only the live stream thing that we can do, but also how we can use this to actually record our screens in different angles. So when I do my shows for clients, I normally have a stream deck too, which is, I don't have it here. I should have brought it. But it's basically like a thing. You have it, so it's like this, and it has buttons on them, and you can program them to work different ways. So I can just press it, and so I press it, and then it would change like my microphone, or add music, or change the camera, or zoom the camera, or anything that I want to do, or just change anything. So I use that all the time. But Ecam, I highly recommend it, and of course I don't get paid to say this, but it's a great service. And actually their own YouTube channel has helped me a lot, because I don't know if it's a CEO or something, but they have a guy who's on there like all the time telling you about the technology and how it works. And it's a really good channel if you want to see what it actually is. So go check them out. It's I've been using it a lot, and I'm very, very happy. Pete is wondering if I know Joe Labero. I do indeed. I do indeed know Joe Labero. He is a very, very interesting character and a great magician. I really like how he took, magic and made it into something cool here, because we didn't really have any, huge magician back in the day. And then in the 90s or something, Joe Labero just, took over the entire industry and made it into something amazing. So highly recommend watching his show if you ever get the chance. And by knowing that, like knowing how influential he was, it's probably going to change your view on who he is when you see it, because it's amazing what he did. How are your cards coming along? Oh, why are you asking me this, Frank? Well, they are done. That's good. It took forever. We were going to do the gilding in like October, November, but they just did it. Like they just finished. So yeah, they're probably going to come out soon. We still haven't gotten them. We ran into some issues. I think they closed down the factory 2 or 3 times due to COVID. So that was hard. That took forever to just print everything. It took forever. So hopefully they're going to be here soon. I really hope so. Benito's asking how I'm doing. I'm doing good. Thank you. I hope you are well as well. Love your cards. Thanks, buddy. Wish I would have gotten the purple ones. Yeah, the purple ones. I still actually have a couple of them, but I don't have any perfect ones. So when we did the purple, something happened. It feels like I always tell the story where I produce playing cards, and something happened. But they were like 200 decks were smudged, so I guess those are rare. Good for you. So they have like black smudges on the paper, which made it hard for us to sell, of course. But now I've noticed that collectors actually want to get those as well, because it's impossible to get them anywhere else. So we do have a couple of those still laying around. Stream decks are the best. Yes, Uta, I might be a little bit behind here, but yeah, they are so good, so good. I kind of regret getting I think it's 32 buttons. I should have gotten a much smaller one, because when I do the streams, I just have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 that I'm comfortable using, because the buttons are so small that, well, they're not small, but you have them so far away because you don't want to have it in the camera shot. So, and since I use 2 cameras, I have one like this, and I have one that goes down on the table when I do the close-up tricks, and kind of have to have it to the side, and to be able to know exactly that I'm going to press the right one, I don't want to put them too close. So I should have gotten a smaller one. That would also be much cheaper, so kind of wish I did that. Thank you, Benita. That's very nice of you. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name, buddy. Dive. I'm gonna go with Dive. Dive Huck. Yes. Where are you from? That's a very interesting name. I'm doing good. Hope you're good too. Hey. Oh, actually, I have something that I need to tell you guys. If you are Swedish, and I know Uta is, and the rest of you, I have no idea. I started doing a project together with two friends of mine, one who is a extreme gamer and one that is a stand-up comedian who used to be a musician as well. We started a YouTube channel where every Saturday at 7 p.m. Viking time, we live stream when we're playing board games. So we play the board games and then we review it afterwards and we give away one of those games. So we are actually sponsored by a channel and also they sponsor us with a room and everything. So that's amazing. So they give us two, which is great. So one we get to play and one we get to give away in the live stream. And it's so much fun. So on Saturday, which is tomorrow, we're going to be playing a game called Jaws, which is basically the movie Jaws, but turned into a board game. And I'm super excited because we did an unboxing and a rules thing the other day, and it seems to be a great game. And Frederick is going to be the shark. And so what happens is one person is a shark, and 2 or 3 are characters from the movie. So I'm going to be playing Brody, who is the officer in the movie, and he's also super duper afraid of the water, so he can't go in the water. So that's going to be cool. So if you like board games and you talk Swedish, then that might be fun for you to watch. Are you streaming in a theater? No, Zach. I will be streaming from home. Actually, I created a theater at home, so this is actually something I'm very, very proud of. It's IKEA, so it's not like a huge thing or anything. But I'll be doing it right here. And I have my theater table that I use when I'm out performing in like actual theaters. So I'm going to be talking about that as well, how I built my show into the props that I bring without having it on my clothes. Because most magic is written by men for men in suits. And I wear leather pants. There is no way I can have a load in my back pocket. So I needed to figure out a way to, load and drop off things without using my clothes. So we're going to be talking about my table as well. What is the most overrated trick? Bandana? The vanishing bandana trick, maybe? It's a funny trick, but it's not that good. I mean, there was one guy who did it amazingly. He just happens to be Swedish. But other than that, I'm like, yeah, that's extremely overrated. It's not that good. And also sawing the lady in half. Not that good. It might be cool 100 years ago. But no. No. Uta got the 15-button one, and he uses 8 buttons at most. Yeah. So if you're planning on getting a Stream Deck, get a smaller one. And also, if you get a smaller one, well, you can do this with any one you have. But there is a possibility of actually making catalogs. So you can have a catalog of, sound effects or whatever. But then you would have to press it and double check so you've got the right one. And then you have to, look around to see what you get. So, yeah, I highly recommend getting a smaller one and keeping it sweet. Are you reading, what is that? Sorry. Are you reading a magic book at the moment? Yes. Yes, I just started reading, what is it called again? Started to rewrite it. I have it here. Oh, it's on the floor. It's called The Darkest Corner. The Darkest Corners, maybe, by Ben Hart. It's a really, really good one. I read it last time I was at the session. That's where I got it. That was January 2020, which feels like forever ago. But I got it there, and it was really, really good. So I just started rereading it, and I highly recommend it. If you're interested in getting magic tricks that are more than just tricks, and it has some more theater built in, and it has a story and all of that, then I highly recommend not only getting the book, but also looking into everything that Ben Hart does. Especially like when he does things, you can feel it because his eyes are so intense. It's like, oh, you're doing this for me. It's really, really cool, actually. So yeah, I'm reading that, and I'm liking it a lot, actually. Have you watched TBBT? Is that The Big Bang Theory? Then yes. I actually stopped watching for some reason, and now I kind of have to finish it, Can't remember which season I'm on. But, I started watching what's that called again? With Penny from that show. It's called The Flight Attendant. Have you seen it? It's so good. It's 8 episodes already, so it's not that much, but I've really enjoyed it. Working on anything new? Well, I need to get a haircut, so I'm guessing I'm working on my hair. Not true. I do need to get a haircut. Yeah, actually, I just got these two in the mail the other day. I'm gonna drop everything on the floor. I got this one. the Oracle system, and I actually got this a while back because Ben sold it to me before he actually published it like this. So this is it's like a tarot reading, and I haven't really looked into it, but it looks like high quality stuff. So you get it like this with like a wallet, really, really nice. And you get the instructions on a card. So you have those in here. So you get that like this. And the cards, really, really high quality, are in here. Look at these. Really, 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 really cool. So I got that one, and I also got this called Timeless. So this was made by Liam Montier, and it's basically a trick where you have someone think of a random time, and then you steal their thought and you remove the hands of the watch. So they just got a women's size, and it looks like this, so much smaller than the original one. So I just got it the other day, and I can't wait to try it because I think this is going to be a really, really cool trick. Not sure it works for like a virtual show. I actually don't think it's going to work really good on a virtual show, but you know, times are changing, so I guess that will be times are changing. So I guess we'll be able to do some real shows, hopefully, this year. So this is a perfect time to be able to, you know, invest in yourself and create new stuff. Speaking of which, if you're just joining us, I'll be doing a live training on Sunday. I haven't really picked a good time yet, but on Sunday, I'll be doing a live training on how to create your own show. So we're going to do the post-it method that I always use. So we're going to be walking through how that actually works. So let's see here. What is this? Try Bale Song. It's spinning, nice, and it's good. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. I've been missing so much. I have to scroll down. Sorry. Zach is wondering if I've used tarot cards before. I have not, and I've never done the. Never done any readings like that because I never saw myself as, you know, never saw myself as like a mentalist or anything. But I think that this could actually be really cool to try. My favorite deck of cards is probably Raven Eclipse. Yeah, the black and gold from 2019. Yeah, really, really good one. Show us Andre's new butterfly. Oh, I don't have it. He never sold it to me. Sold it, I guess, but he used to give me stuff all the time. But ever since I got a boyfriend, he doesn't do that anymore. I don't know why. Love you, Andre. Love you. Don't hate me now. So I don't have it, actually. Well, he gave me the prototype for the gold ones, but it's over there on my rack, I think. Jonathan says, Happy Friday! Thanks a lot. Okay, let's see here. What do we have? Is this a rambling stream? This is funny. Yeah, we're basically just trying to make sure that my computer can make this on Sunday. So if you're just joining us, we're just talking shit to make sure my computer is gonna, you know, be able to do this on Sunday. So I actually was thinking that maybe I need to borrow a computer because this one it's so old, but it seems to be working okay. Is there any lag or anything? Please let me know if there is. Oh, Uta has the exact same IKEA drapes. Yeah, actually really, really good. So I have them on hooks on the, like, way up here, and I want them to be able to move at the same time. So, look at this. I connected them. So on the top, you know, you have, you know, hooks everywhere. So I took if the drapes are like this, I took this one and I hooked them together. So why am I telling you guys this? It feels like a brag. Yeah, I did this because I'm so cool. So I hooked them like this, so now I can actually bring it back and forth. So I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to color that wall a different color. So when I take photos, it would be cool to have a different background. So that might happen. Thanks a lot. I really like France. I haven't been there in a while. Paul is telling me something. Home performance. What kind of curtain did you buy? Let me see here. Oh, I did something. Wait, what did I do? Okay, I did this. I'm learning. I'm currently learning so much. What kind of curtains did you buy? Me got lucky with school music room stage. Okay. This is from IKEA. This is a very thick fabric from IKEA, and it has that, not see-through with light stuff. So I've actually been really happy with these. One thing though is that these seem to be getting like, some clothes have this where they draw in like dust and hairs and stuff like that, and I kind of feel like these are the same way, and they get wrinkly super duper easily. This is a sweet comment. You're magical. Thanks. I agree. NLG is wondering what's up. That is nice. Oh, yeah, I see so many comments. I have to scroll down again, or maybe I have to scroll up. I don't know. I'm scrolling down now. Okay, so here, actually, now my computer is starting to make sounds. Like the, what is that called? Like the fan in the computer is starting to sound. So let's see if this works. Here we have a new question. Any recommendations on tricks? I just got a lot of cool tricks a few weeks ago, and I got that watch this. Have you seen it? Where you have a playing card and you do this and it's a watch. Have to say, I was extremely disappointed, and that doesn't happen very often. And maybe that is because I don't buy that many tricks anymore. I was really disappointed because it came in like a beautiful box, like a tin box. It was round and it was very massive and had like a cool lid, and you open it up and inside there's a watch that, doesn't work. Spoiler. And there is, a card, and that's it. And it was kind of like you get so excited and then you open up and it's like, okay. Yeah, so I was really disappointed in that. What else did I get? I got like a lot of, cool things. Oh, one trick that I think it could be really cool to do virtually is metamorphosis, I think it's called. It's a trick where you have a bill laying in your hand, and you just do this, and you hold the bill here, and then you can see how the bill origamis, is that a word? Turns into origami and creates a butterfly in your hand, and you can actually see how the butterfly wings are flapping. And that's actually a really, really cool trick, and I think more people should do it. It's not really, really practical for how I have everything else set up in my show, so I'm not performing it currently. But I mean, it's a great trick, and it's not that expensive or anything, so I think you should look that up, Metamorphosis. It comes in a purple box. It's about this size, and yeah, it has a butterfly on it. It's really cool. Highly recommend. Paul is wondering, have you ever thought about writing a magic book? Actually, a surprise for you, I'm currently writing on a book. It's not really all about magic, but it's about magic and storytelling and show creation. So I think that a lot of people are going to have, get a lot of value out of that book. So if you ever read Maximum Entertainment by Ken Weber and you liked it, I think you're going to be able to, get a lot of his information from that and add that to my book, and with those together, I think it's going to be a really good mix on how to create shows, because his book is more on the technical side, on how to do, how to get a standing ovation, how to audience management, how to make sure that whenever someone leaves the theater, that the door doesn't just, when they leave, and stuff like that. And mine is more on the creative side, on how to create the show, and I think it's going to be a really cool complement. And if you've ever seen photos of me with Ken's book, you know that me and Ken, we have a very interesting way of communicating. And yeah, I think it's going to be cool. I think so. It's not done by any means. It's just, getting started. And I might not release it first, because there are a lot of things that I would like to release that I've been working on, because during the pandemic, I have not been doing that many shows. So, I mean, I've been having some time over. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So you might join me on the live on Sunday. That would be fun. Let's see here. Can I make this bigger? I could. Nice. Best impromptu trick. Well, I'm boring now, but you know, ambitious card always kills, like when you do it properly. Or a really cool rubber band trick. Do I have any rubber bands here? You know, Crazy Man's Handcuffs. That's when you have them, the rubber bands like this, and you just, you know, take them like this, and then right here you can see it go through each other. If you don't know how this trick works, you could look it up. It's called Crazy Man's Handcuffs. I really like to be able to do this in the spectator's hands, so they can hold out and they do this, and they hold on, and you do the penetration thing with them holding one of the rubber bands. I think that's a really, really cool trick, and it always kills. So rubber bands are always fun, and everyone has them. So really, really nice. Okay, now I see so many questions. I have to scroll down again. I'm sorry if I'm missing something. My computer is also getting more, you know, shushed. What is the word for this? It's getting more silent. So maybe it's actually not super duper mad at me right now. So that's good. What is this? Did you hear about the angry magician? He pulled his hair out. What is it? Like hair as in rabbit? Oh, that is so funny. Zach, good question. I know a lot of people are wondering this. It is currently 5 p.m. in Sweden. I'm thinking either now or 2 hours from now. So 2 hours plus from now. So let me know in the comments which time would be better. As I said, it's currently 5 in Sweden. So if you could do it in Swedish time, it's going to be so much easier. So let me know, Sunday, what time would be good for you? Because I still haven't scheduled it. Let's see here. Are Gilda decks practical for daily use? No, I don't think so. It's a fancy deck that you want to collect, and I mean, they are really, really nice when you just display it and do cardistry, but in all honesty, I think they're too expensive to do card tricks on, because you don't want, you know, a spectator's greasy hands or them to accidentally, you know, bend the cards. So no, I don't think they're practical, but still very beautiful. So definitely worth, you know, having one or two. Would you like to be connected with more writers? Be connected, I guess. Yeah, maybe actually, that'd be really cool. Also, another thing that I've been thinking of, because, you know, I'm not doing much right now. I'm just trying to, you know, do me, I guess. So I've been taking a lot of time off, been reading a lot, creating some shows, and I've been thinking that, and I know I said this like a year ago, I was like, maybe I should do a daily live, but now I'm like, maybe I should do a weekly live. So I'm thinking maybe Sundays in general, like find a time that is good and just do a weekly like something. Like on Sunday, we're going to be talking about how to create a show. Maybe next Saturday or Sunday, we're going to be talking about, you know, the tech side, like how I do this, what is Ecam, or how do I use this camera, or what is it standing on, and, you know, all of that stuff. Because I know a lot of people are trying to do the Zoom shows and they don't really know how to do it. So I'm thinking that maybe that could be something that we could talk about. And you don't really need much at all. I'm currently on a minimal setup, like for reals. This is it's a really old MacBook. I have one tripod and I have the camera, and that is connected to a cam link that makes it easy for me to, you know, live stream from this. So use this as a webcam. And that's it. And I'm using the microphone in my computer. So, and it seems to be working okay. So you don't really need that much to be able to do this. So I'm thinking that there are ways for us to either invest and make it, you know, go crazy, or we could just do what we have. And I see now that the sun disappeared, so I'm getting a little darker. Maybe I can do this and I'm gonna be brightened up just slightly. So I see a lot of questions, so I'm scrolling through here. Actually, Ecam, really cool. So I see my comments on the side, and I can just press them, and that's how this happens. This here on the side. What is this? Please do an in-depth review on Aladdin. Oh, I have not bought the Aladdins. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Otto is saying that there's no frames drop. That is good. Sounds a bit echoey. Okay. Yeah, again, I'm using my computer's because I'm using the built-in microphone, and the reason for that is that I wanted to make sure that my computer could, do this at all. So actually, it feels like it's going to be able to stay like this when I do the live stream. And I'm going to try also another thing where I might add a second camera. Yeah, we'll see if this does it. Thanks, man. Or woman, I'm not sure. MCM. Okay. See, she should have watched the chat first. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. How to get a magician out of your doorstep. Pay for the pizza. Oh, funny. That is so funny. What's my WhatsApp number? Oh, it's you have to go through my agent to get my number. I never have my own phone number anywhere, and actually, I get a lot of emails sent to my calendar email because when I do my shows, I send them. Well, actually, my agent sends them a calendar invite link, so they can send in the invitation to like a Zoom show or whatever to my calendar, but you can't communicate with me that way. So I've seen now that I've logged into it, and I'm like, oh, there's 417 emails that I haven't replied to, and it's because it's not an email. It's just it's just a calendar, and I rarely give out my own phone number or email because I'm always like talk to my agent because it makes it so much easier. Like for real, so much easier. Like getting Christmas gifts and it sucks. What? It feels like this is funny. Oh yeah, when you get disappointed. Why am I scrolled up so far? Okay, I'm gonna go down again. Going down again. Hey, and there's another one. Do you stomp on ants and squash them flat? I have a very embarrassing story from when I was 6 or 7 years old. I grew up right next to the ocean, and I remember my dad told me that it was ridiculous to be afraid of the jellyfish because here they are not like poisonous or anything. Well, it can happen that we can get them, but most of the time it's just, normal blue thingies. And I was so afraid of them. So afraid of them. And so fun. So I was so afraid. And my dad said the only way to get rid of your fear is to confront your fear. So why am I telling you this story? So I got like a bucket and like a shovel thing, and I dug a hole in the beach, and I went to get some. I feel like a terrible person now. So I went to get some jellyfish from the ocean, and I poured them into the hole that I dug like a grave, and then I smushed them with my feet. I'm not afraid of them anymore, but it feels like I have to go in therapy for this. Yeah, I'm such a terrible person. That was insane. Will you teach me magic? Elias, there is a magic course up. Why is it not in the description? If you go to any of my latest videos, like the last video that I ever did here on YouTube, it's called like magic tutorial or something. There's a link to a magic course that was highly, what is the word for that? Praised? Is that the word? Everyone was really happy with it. It has 30 different lessons. So it's both, learning some magic tricks, but it's also breaking down my own close-up set, like how I do it and why I do it. And basically talking about how you can put a show together like that, and also learning some basics and more advanced card tricks. So that's up there for you to get. What happens when a quarterback drops? I don't know if this actually is going to work for me because I don't play American football, but let's try it. What happens when quarterback drops all his pennies during a football game? A Copperfield. Okay, I got it. That's funny. So do you have a do you have a library of just magician jokes? Because that's actually really funny. Sunday 5 p.m. Swedish time is perfect. Still in YouTube. Yes, Zach, it's going to be on YouTube. So it's going to be this time on Sunday. Actually, this works really, really well for me as well. It's a really good time. VSPA. Not sure what that is. And here's another one. We did that one before. Okay. Oh, he gotta go. Are you a giant with giant feet? I don't think so. I actually went for a pedicure today. It was really nice. Really, really, really nice. Oh, here's another one. What did the magician do when he wanted the sailor to help him? All hands on deck. I think that's my favorite so far. So favorite. That's funny. What's your favorite deck of cards? If you saw me 5 minutes ago, you would know that it is the Raven Eclipse. How many cards do you have in your collection? Cards that are my own, probably 2,000. That are, you know, Raven playing cards. Maybe a little more. Maybe. Other decks? Maybe the same. So maybe, well, I want to say somewhere between 3,500 and 4,500 decks in my collection. So it's quite a lot. I've always liked collecting, so. Can you start to release tutorials about the example? Oh, color changes, card passes, and more would be nice. Yes, actually I could do that. I'm going to write that down right away. In all honesty, I have to be honest with you guys. I did not post a video last week, and I've been trying to do a video every single Friday. And I've been noticing that sometimes the views go down too much, and that gives me, it doesn't give me like the spark to continue, and that's been happening lately. And I've been like, oh, what do people want to see? And this is great, like actually color changes and pass and stuff. This is great. So if you're watching a YouTube channel, and not just mine, but if you're watching any YouTube channel, and you see something that you like or something that you don't really feel is perfect for the channel, it's okay to tell us. Like, for reals, well, I at least, I think it's really, really good to be able to hear what people are looking for. Because I've been doing both some magic tricks, magic performances. I've been doing like tech tutorials, Instagram tutorials, and sometimes it feels like I don't really know what's gonna stick, and I spend so much time creating these videos, most of the time going from, you know, starting to get ready to start filming to editing and doing the thumbnail, and it's up on YouTube. It takes 4 to 6 hours depending on the video. If it's not a vlog, vlogs takes longer. And that's a really long time. And when you do that and you find that people are not that into it, it kind of, you know, kills the spark. So this is actually really, really good advice. So thank you so much for that. And now I don't know why oh, I was trying to use this. This is for my iMac. No, I'm going to use this one. It feels like I am actually missing my iMac more than I should. So I'm scrolling again and see what we have. Are you married? Nope. But I actually went to the jeweler store the other day and I asked them to measure my finger. And then I came home and I just said 51 to my boyfriend. And let's see if he figures out what it is. Okay, now scroll down again. You have so many questions. That's so good, but it takes forever for me to actually go through all of them. Oh, what's this? Miss Gorgeous. Thank you. Didn't mention jellyfish. Not sure what this means. I said explain some experiences on stomping on ants. Well, I guess ever since I killed all of those jellyfish, I don't kill ants anymore, I guess. What kind of socks am I wearing? The best kind of socks. These are just half socks. And if you have not tried half socks, that is my highest recommendation for today. Carry on speaking because I'm learning English from you. I'm so sorry that I speak so quick though. I've always spoken so fast. Josh is wondering how I am. I'm doing good. And he's also saying that it's nice to meet you. And the same to you. I do hope you are well as well. So I think that we've actually covered what it was that we wanted to do today, or I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that the system is working. I wanted to make sure that my computer is not crashing down, and we're doing some Q&As, so that feels good. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments so we know that my computer is, not dying on me. And if you're just joining us, we are talking about, stuff, I guess. Me killing jellyfish, and also I'm doing a live training on Sunday. So, and it looks like I'm going to be doing live training at 5 p.m. Sweden time, which is basically right now, like 10 minutes from now. My favorite impromptu tricks is an ambitious card. Yes, I agree. Also really, really good tricks. It's me from the cruise. Hey, I met a lot of people on the cruise. So, yeah, nice to meet you again. Oh, thank you, John. Ear twisting. Has anyone pulled your ear? Like on kids? When they misbehave? No, they didn't do that to me. They took away my chocolate pudding, though, when I was not behaving as I should. Thank you so much for calling me cool. I think so too. Albert is here, says hello, and then I know all about your secrets of magic. Good. Okay, would you like to use a shrinking gun on people you don't like and explain how you'd step on them? This is a really good question and so dark. I love it. Would I use it? I think there are so many better ways. I was laying in bed the other day with my boyfriend, and I was like, we were watching something. I can't even remember what it was we were watching. And I just said something like, if you had the opportunity to murder me, how would you do it? And I was so serious. And he was like, what? Have you ever thought about this? And I was like, no, but I think that maybe if you were to murder me, it would be when I, have my head in my sink and, washing away my makeup. It's a perfect opportunity. And he was like, you're sick. So yeah, I like dark humor. And he did not have a really good answer for me. Do you have Dead Man's Deck in your collection? Dead Man's Deck. I have a lot of them with skulls on, so maybe. It's cool with holes in the middle of the card. No, I don't think so, actually. I don't think I have it. When is your next deck review coming up? Actually, where is it? The next deck review is going to be of this. If you have not yet heard, Vanishing Ink's co-founder Andy Gladwin released a book. What can this be? 3 months ago, maybe. I'm just guessing now. Called The Boy Who Cried Magic. And he released a deck of cards with it. And the same is called The Boy Who Cried Magic. And I'm going to be reviewing this quite soon. Maybe on Friday next week. Maybe. So is that something you guys are interested in? Is it more like the card stuff? Or is it more... this is a good question for you. So what do you like more? Do you like deck reviews and like how to, collect your cards, like deck shelves and stuff like that? Or are you more into learning magic or watching magic performances? That would actually be very helpful to know. No, I have never pulled anyone's ear. Never. I had someone pull my leg. I hate when that happens. Thank you so much, John. Do you have any rope tricks? No, I don't really do any rope tricks. I never really enjoyed them. Well, gypsy thread. When you have a thread and you tear it into small pieces and then you make the string whole again. I do that with a balloon. So I actually now see that I'm losing light here in this room. So where is that? Maybe I just have to turn this on and see what happens. Maybe this is better. Yeah, slightly better. Okay. How would you escape from a situation where you were caught while performing? Oh, like if someone figured out the trick. I've had this happen. I was at a show maybe 5 years ago. I was really early in my full-time career, and this guy came up to me like during my show. I was doing a walk around, and I was just about to do a vicious card. And he said, she's holding 2 cards. And I was like, no, So I was just trying to just go, no, I'm not, ha ha ha, look at this, it's in the middle and now it's on the top again, and just trying to finish my set. I think there are a lot of different ways to do it, and if someone catches you while you do a trick, you could either go, magic isn't real, neither is Santa. That's one way. Or you could be like, do you want to try it out? Or do you do the same when you go to a, classic pianist concert? See, whatever you decide to do, I think it's important to go all in with that approach. So most of the time, I'm like, oh, do you know magic as well? Oh, that's very interesting. I started when I was 3 years old. Do you know any magic tricks? Do you want to show me something? And that kind of brings down the attacker in a way. It feels like they're attacking you when they're trying to figure out how it's done and they're trying to expose you. So I think that's a really good way to just disarm them in that way. Just go like, oh, this is a game that we can do together. So, I mean, that's been working a lot for me. So that's a way to do it. Hey, AJ. Hello. What are your current goals with magic? Oh, there are 2 goals that I have. 1, I want to have my own theater in Las Vegas. And 2, I want to be the host of Eurovision Song Contest. Yes, that is it. Any upcoming projects? Yes, on Sunday, I'm doing a virtual, do we call it a workshop or do we call it like a training? Let's call it a training, where we're going to be talking about how to create your own show. So we're going to be talking about my post-it method. And I actually have some of them in here, don't I? Yeah. So this was from a show that I did on Sunday. So I have my post-its here. And I write down any idea that I have. It could be a trick, it could be a sentence, it could be a song, it could be anything. And I write it down, and if I have an amount of time or anything that I know that is connected to this, then I just write everything down and I put everything on a wall. And we're going to be talking about that on Sunday at 5 p.m. Viking time, which is 15 minutes earlier than now. Dan is here. Apart from your own, what's your favorite deck you have and want? I've always been a big fan of Orbits. Like Orbits version 1 and 2. Really, really, really good cards. Since I'm a geek, I really enjoy the Star Wars cards as well. I think they're really cool. Also the new spring thing from Butterflies. I'm not really sure what it is yet because I've only seen, photos online. That looks really, really cool. Why you didn't answer the last question? Would you shrink down Shimos? What is that? And step on them. What is Shimos? Not sure what that is. I also feel like we might be done talking about me killing things. That deck is on my list to get. Oh yeah, that's good. Albert is into deck reviews. Benito is into deck reviews and performances. You speak English very fluently. Thank you so much. I've actually been starting to think in English the last couple of years, so that helps. Brad is wondering, are there any plans to re-release some of the earlier color patterns of Ravn, such as the green, red, and purple haze? I want to say yes. But Lorenzo, who designs the cards, has kind of got me into thinking that maybe it's better to keep them rare and give a new release every single year. Since I don't own any of the red and green ones basically anymore, I would love to get like an extra run of them. But there's no plan to do it currently. Send him a message and tell him that you should, like we should, so then maybe. Oh, this is interesting. You pulled your hair like an antenna. What? That's interesting. Actually, I remember I had this, I was in a church choir a long time ago. She said that she like took a small strand of hair like this. And she said that if we feel like the air isn't flowing, we should just take some hair and just pull it and feel like where it is and where it's pulling, drop it, and just keep the posture. You can try that if you're ever singing. Oh, thank you, Brad. You learned how to do the double lift from my tutorial. Please continue to make videos involving playing cards, deck reviews, sleight of hand, and flourishes. Thank you so much for your feedback. I really appreciate it. David is telling me, wow, that was a really good response. Kind of wrecked them since, they can't perform magic. They're just hagglers. Yeah, agreed. If we're talking about the thing where I'm inviting them to do a trick instead of just being offended. Because I also believe that I am considered a better magician if the person who's watching me perform knows a little bit of magic. So that's why I always teach some tricks. Like I do my virtual shows, I actually invite them to a workshop as well. I call it hands-on magic show, where we do the show and then afterwards they get to learn a couple of tricks. So when they then know how the trick is done, it's going to be way more impressive and interesting for them to actually watch other magicians. So I think that if we have a slight interest in magic in general, it's going to be easier for us to go into magic shows and actually watch online performances like this. So I might be wrong, but it works for me, I guess. How many mans can step on one? I have no idea. It's not typing right. Okay. And I do know George Lucas. How many ants can you step on at once? I don't know how many ants I can step on at once. I really have no idea. I have no idea, Gary. No idea at all. Alright, so actually now I've been live on YouTube for about an hour. And I have to say I'm very, very happy that my computer is handling this perfectly. So thank you so much for watching and for asking me questions and testing this with me. And I do invite you to come join me on the live training on Sunday at 5 p.m. Viking time, it's currently 5:22. So whatever time this is for you, minus 22 minutes, I'll be doing a live training. And you don't have to bring anything, but it would be good if you bring like either a notebook or post-it notes yourself and a pen or maybe two. What I normally do is that I have different color pens for different types of ideas. So you could do that, or you could just, not do that. So yeah, I do hope you enjoy this, and I'm going to see if maybe I should do a live every Sunday. Yeah, I should do a live every Sunday, and I should do more deck reviews. Yeah. Also, Danny's asking me something. I have to check this out. Thought I don't have any spare red or green rabs myself. I do know where to buy some if ever wanted. Ooh. That's really nice. Nice. Well, great. I will see you on Sunday, and I do hope, again, that you enjoy this, and that I will see you then. And again, bring pen, paper, if you can, maybe a deck of cards to play with, and I'll be doing a Q&A like this as well, so we're going to be bringing in ideas, and spread the word to your friends as well, so they can come as well, because I think this is going to be a way better training if we are many people, and it's a free training on YouTube, so I'm sure you're going to be able to get a lot of value out of this, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.